Hey guys, it's Keaton again with the 8-Bit Pepper channel, and today, as you can see by the thumbnail, we're going to be reviewing these two giant pods sent by Mike from Seeing Red Peppers. And we're going to do another take later in the season from Mike, who grew out this mustard Lightspeed as well. We're going to kind of compare the mustard Lightspeed to some from more in the middle of the season and see how the heat lines up. But as you can tell, it's not a normal video behind me. There's a frost warning for the Midwest, I think a big portion of it, and we're not excluded. So I have a couple plants behind me, so forgive the mess in the background, but it's just easier to keep them by the door to take them back outside for light again, because we're gonna have probably 10 more good days, and these ones have decent, amount of pods on them. Brought in a Kangstar Lemon Starburst, 2 of my Ahi Charapitas, and a 7-pot Primo that had some peppers on it. But we're just going to leave those alone in this video. It's just going to be kind of some background stuff. So let's get into the peppers here. Going to start by cutting open this Swamp Thing Cross Yellow. Everybody's probably dying to see what the interior of this one looks like. How big it was, gee many. There we go. I'll probably pull some of these seeds out, the black seeds, but giant whiff already of that pepper smell. These ones over here, we'll probably take those out just because I don't like eating darker seeds. Never know. They could be just fine, but they also could get you a little sick. So it's been a couple days since I got these pods from Mike. So just kind of shave the seeds off, not taking very much of the pepper out itself. So all right, so got those out. It's kind of the finished product, what we're looking at here. And so that's the Swamp Thing Cross Yellow. And then this one is a Jay's Peach Go Scorpion cross with an Orange Primo. I'm kind of trying, just using a steak knife today. A decent last haul of peppers. Wow. This one is pretty darn full placenta in there. Wow. There's a black seed in there. 2 of them. Not terribly dark though, so I think we'll just leave those alone. That was the Jay's Peach Go Scorpion cross with the Orange Primo. Last one, we're gonna just get this cut and kind of show them all. And then I'll show you the plate of peppers I had. Look at that. That's a mustard Lightspeed. It looks very similar to the last ones. Man. Just wicked placenta. A lot of heat. You can just, cutting open those, the first and the last there. Yeah, that's going to have Primatulli heat. Chocolate Primatulli, that is. Here's one of the plates. Snacking peppers on this one mostly. Then some stuff that fell off because of high wind. A couple 7-pot Primos. Unfortunately, they didn't fully ripen before they were off, and it's been like 2 days now since those fell. Kind of been battling the wind a little bit, but I did end up with another good Kangstar here. And then this one, your more traditional shape, almost, that most people are probably familiar with, where the bottom kind of doesn't have a stinger, but it's just got more of that flat bottom shape. A couple small ones in here. Probably gonna try and turn this into like a small sauce batch recipe. A couple of those. There's some that are off shape, so I'm just not gonna show those ones on camera, but let me see here. I've got a couple peppers out, but I think this was the chocolate surprise. Anyway, someone asked me to do a chocolate surprise and a Blackjack Moruga Drax Diego. So I'll probably do that video, but I wanted to get a couple of these blood ghosts maybe done in a video. If not, for sure they're getting their seeds saved. So did get a lot of peppers all at once. I'm looking to get into this though for the time being. Let's do this swamp yellow or swamp thing cross yellow. Forgive the chewing. It's a big pod to get through. I might have to take the next one in 3 bites. Man. Jeanette's pepper forward on that. I've never had a swamp thing or a swamp thing cross yellow, so it's a first for me. Decent flavor. A little bit on the bitter side, potentially because of so many seeds, but nonetheless, that's a great pepper. Heat rating immediately, maybe it's just because it was so much pepper, it's put me at a 1. It's got a little bit of a tip of the tongue burn and throat burn almost. Didn't prepare before this video, so we'll see how that happens at the end. Man, see if I have more burn going on in my stomach than usual because I didn't eat any like crackers or anything to mask that. But we'll get into this next one. Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion crossed with an Orange Primo. And this is a giant pepper, and I'm kind of debating here. Might take those 2 little black seeds out right here just because I don't want to taste that / get that in my system. Got that one. And literally all I'm doing is trying to scrape out those 2 little black seeds. So the rest of the pepper's intact. Just took out those 2 black seeds up there. But this has a massive placenta. This is gonna be a hot pepper, I can already tell. So if you like this kind of content or like my channel in particular when you visited today, please consider subscribing. Liking the video kind of gets it out there to more people that enjoy stuff like this. And sharing the video, you know, if you like it enough. Definitely going back to that Swamp Thing yellow. It's a pretty hot pepper. Probably took me from a 1, maybe to a 2 we're sitting at, just from that. It's a big pepper. So let's eat this one now. Three giant pods here. Trying to get through them all, man. That was another one. Just trying to chew it, get it chewed up enough that it doesn't digest bad, but wow. Those were two kind of bitter tasting peppers back to back. A lot of seeds in them maybe. Can't point out the exact reason why, but wow. That second one might have been even more bitter than the first. Get a Kleenex here. Well, napkin. They're hot, but the flavor. The first one wasn't so bad, but that second one there, man, pretty bitter pepper. But kind of get on to the last, or I guess the last one here in a second, but the last couple days, kind of some family time. Went to the pumpkin patch on Sunday, and then yesterday kind of did some errands around. But yeah, so heat-wise, between those first two, man, probably sitting at 3 or 4, just from those two big ones. Those were pretty warm. Kind of getting my throat more than anything. Tongue isn't doing too bad. Maybe sitting on the front and middle. But wow. All right. So let's see if this mustard Lightspeed is, I guess, hotter, the same, or less hot than the last mustard Lightspeed. Excuse me. Might have hiccups coming in. Been a couple days since I ate any super hots, and it kind of can tell. That was the goal, was to try and get a video where I gave a little reaction to people. But man, mustard Lightspeed. I'm gonna show it one more time. It's a huge placenta. Wow. Alrighty, here we go. It's hot. Oh yeah, man. My eyes are even watering. Between the three, man, I think I might be at a 5. Some hot stuff. That mustard Lightspeed, I think it's about the same as the last ones were sent. So Mike and Lewis Martin is the creator of the Lightspeed. He gave it seeds to Mike to grow them here in the States, but he's from the UK. Lewis Martin, Chubby's Chilies on Facebook, or Instagram, sorry. Can't even talk right now. 3 hot peppers in a row. My ears are burning. Back of my throat's burning. In my mouth a little bit. Honestly, my stomach's kind of facing it right now without having anything in it to coat the stomach at all. Flavor of it, similar to the first two. Kind of bitter, a little floral, but not as bitter as the first two. That second one was extremely bitter. Wow. But good tasting. Aftertaste isn't bad for any of these. Just kind of focusing on the burn right now. Those 3 were definitely living up to their size and heat levels that I imagined they were going to be because of how big they were. Wow. Kind of starting to sweat. And usually I don't start to sweat. So, man. Kind of an endorphin rush going, I think. Probably between the 3, sitting at about a 5. I think that it just peaked. Starting to kind of go down in heat right now. Yeah, those are some serious pods. Those mustard Lightspeeds, once they become more regular, those are going to be some challenges available for those, for sure, I think. I foresee. The other one that Lewis Martin, which I don't have in this video, he made was Warped Reality. Similar in that aspect to the Mustard Lightspeed and even Ruby Lightspeed. They're pretty hot. Even made my gums hurt because I got a seed stuck. But heat level, I might have made it to a 6 actually. Stomach's kind of facing it right now. Ooh. But we're on the descent down. I can feel it. Oh. It's always the hard part after taking a small break, coming back and trying to do, you know, 3 big pods like that. Wow, man. So the mouth is pretty much settled heat-wise. Not too bad. Back of the throat. Coming to an end on the burn. Definitely well beyond peak. I think it's like 3 or so. So it's coming down a couple notches. Man, hot pods. But if you want to get your hands on some of these, I don't know if Mike from Seeing Red Peppers is going to have pods after the frost. You can always try and ask. So we're climbing down, and I think I'm going to wrap this video up. It's already been 17 minutes, it looks like. So, like I said, reach out to Lewis Martin. I'll have his information linked. And Mike from Seeing Red Peppers, I'll have his info linked in the description. It's been another pod review by Keaton. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.